Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Trina here with a new video for you. Welcome to part 7 of What If Deku Was Given the Six Paths Power. I just want to greet you guys by just saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So we begin. A light had been extinguished. Someone who could have been a hero was snuffed out due to Midoriya's rash decision. Indeed, the boy known as Shinzo, who had just been eliminated, could have become something more. Still, now all that was in another world. As for him here, he would be relegated to the darkness that he had continuously been subjected to since childhood. After this experience, he would quit his dream of ever becoming a hero. Many matches have occurred since then between the students, but now Uraraka was about to face Bakugo. She knew that it would be hard, but even then, she made her way until she stood in the arena alongside him. She had refused the help from Deku just a minute earlier. She truly wanted to show that she could handle things on her own. She even promised that she would.
I recommend that you withdraw, Floaty. Just because you're Deku's little girlfriend doesn't mean that I'll go easy on you,
said Bakugo as he prepared himself.
That's fine by me. I wouldn't want it any other way. You're the next wall in my path, so I'll make sure to get through you to get going.
Have it your way. No matter what, I'll make it to the finals to face him.
So you also have something to prove,
Uraraka thought as the match started. Explosion after explosion, all taken head-on by her as Bakugo dodged each and every one of her attacks. The blonde wouldn't underestimate someone with a quirk like hers, but eventually, she stopped rushing and instead began the moment to put the tips of her fingers together. She was about to release something.
Thank you for not letting your guard down, but I win!
She screamed at the top of her lungs as she undid her quirk's effect on the many debris above. Bakugo quickly noticed and readied himself to blow it all away.
I'm not letting you!
Uraraka then rolled and activated her quirk to launch herself at the explosion boy, and with a tackle, they glided. An explosion was heard for just an instant, but the rubble then buried them.
What the?
Bakugo shouted as he noticed that he was now in midair. Uraraka then got out of the rubble and pushed him with all her remaining strength forwards in the hopes of a ring out.
Just get out already!
She screamed within her head. The lightheadedness was beginning to consume her.
No, I won't lose here! I promise to beat him!
An array of explosions began to come out as Bakugo tried to get used to the zero gravity. If this kept up, Uraraka's last chance would be taken away.
To hell with it!
Uraraka picked a boulder piece of debris and threw it at him, stopping his zero gravity explosion practice momentarily.
Release!
Uraraka announced as she collapsed and began to puke some rainbows. Unfortunately for her, this plan wouldn't come to be. Katsuki Bakugo was able to recover just in time and propelled himself with explosions until he got back into the arena.
Nice fucking move! You almost got me there! You aren't as weak as I thought! Come at me, Uraraka! The real fight begins now!
Bakugo said as he then proceeded to rush her. The young girl knew that she was past her limit, but this didn't mean that she was done. Even if it meant going past her limits, she would go beyond. Plus Ultra! An explosion grazed her from his right palm, but she didn't waste the opportunity to punch him right in the face. Immediately, she retracted her punch and slapped him with the back of her hand. He was stunned for a fraction of a second, allowing Uraraka to sweep him off the floor with a kick. Sadly, the boy recovered just enough to send her flying halfway through the arena with a focused explosion blast. She struggled to get up, but found the strength to do so.
It's not over yet!
Uraraka cried out with all her might, just to then collapse on the shattered floor beneath her. Even though she had given it her best and then some more, it wasn't enough to win this battle. Bakugo had been too strong to beat. This horrible quirk matchup had indeed shown that he would be the one to go into the finals. Uraraka lost consciousness as a victory was being given to Bakugo. Izuku had been distraught at her loss. He really wanted to see her get to the finals, but nevertheless, this wasn't meant to be. From the start, he had doubted that Kacchan would fall to her. Kacchan was too powerful and a perfect counter to her in this very setting, so expecting her to beat the odds was far too out there. She did way better than ever expected, though. That had to be said. But now, he couldn't dawdle on all this. He had to see Uraraka.
Was it you that put that plan in her mind, or was it all her?
That was all her. I did influence her, Izuku replied as he turned to face him.
I see. Your girlfriend sure was about to kick my ass right in,
Bakugo commented. Not my girlfriend, Izuku corrected.
Whatever. Just be sure to face me during the finals.
I will. You can be sure of that. Midoriya then walked off and was about to enter the room where Uraraka was at. But that was the moment he heard her cry. She was talking on the phone while doing so. He knew that he couldn't interrupt this moment of hers, so he walked off while knowing that he needed to be there for her in the future when she needed him. But that was when he bumped into a massive man with flames encompassing his upper half. The encounter with the number 2 hero, Endeavor, had commenced.
Oh, so you're here, test score breaker. I have done research on you, and you being All Might's next in line is downright perfect,
Endeavor stated as he looked down at Deku. Izuku ignored him and continued on walking.
My Shoto has the duty to surpass All Might. His match against you will no doubt prove an excellent test bed, so you do your best not to give him a disgraceful match.
Izuku turned around and asked him a question. Am I All Might? Obviously not, right? The same goes for Todoroki. He isn't you. Endeavor's rage boiled from within for a second, but he simply walked off right after. He wasn't going to go so low as to beating a youngster. And just like that, the match between Izuku Midoriya and Shoto Todoroki was about to begin. Meanwhile, in a dark room, on a very lit PC screen, we could see the live stream of the sports festival. And right next to it was someone we had already seen. Young Shigaraki was witnessing the event.
Pay close attention, Tomura. Not just All Might's successor, but the other one as well. All that class could become an obstacle to you in the future.
All for One told him over the intercom.
Don't make me laugh,
Shigaraki responded.
Last time he was using an action replay, but the next time we meet, I'll plug it out of his HS. Banned for life. No more cheats. Just a fair game.
Now, Tomura. Don't lose sight of it.
Of course, Master. I'll never lose sight of the one who embarrassed me on stage. He'll pay dearly. But before that happens, you must know that this video is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and hackers could exploit you. Just look at the hero agencies. They are most likely trying to exploit us as we speak.
Now, Tomura, don't get distracted.
Oh, right. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track and securing your privacy. Just now, our HQ is cloaked by it, and the heroes must think that we are in Morocco. Oh wait, Kurogiri just changed it to Seattle. See? Untraceable! In addition to providing you with safe passage to the web, you can also expand the reach of your favorite streaming services. Villainflix JP doesn't have fixing good, but Villainflix USA sure does. Perfect service guaranteed. Are you also tired of going through 2, 3, or even 4 streaming services to watch your favorite anime? Can you not find Season 4 of Cardinal Index? Well, with NordVPN, you can change your country and be able to binge shows like My Hero Academia, Naruto, and many others on your favorite streaming service with just a press of a button or a simple click. Check out the link in the description to get 72% off when buying for 2 years /3.29 a month. This deal's for a limited time only, so don't waste it. If you take too long, I'll decay it away. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video.
Todoroki began the fight with an ice strike that collided head-on with Izuku's tree-seeking spear. The ice shattered away, and Izuku launched 2 of the spears at Todoroki, colliding and restraining the half-and-half boy's hands by encompassing them whole. I think that's enough, Todoroki. If you're not going to go full out, then you might as well quit. Everyone else has been giving it their all today to win. They all want to be the number 1 hero someday. Yet you plan on doing the same by only half trying? You're making a fool of yourself and of all of us, Deku said with the calmest of tones.
You're one to talk, you hypocrite!
Todoroki shouted back as he summoned a wave of ice towards Midoriya. Deku simply rose his arm and created a barrier with a singular tree-seeking orb. On collision, the ice shattered just like the time before. Stop it! You're going to freeze yourself before you can even put a scratch on me, Izuku calmly told him. He was trying to make the boy think.
All that when you weren't even trying either? I know that you're the one who concluded the USJ incident. I know what you're capable of. So stop trying to lecture me, Midoriya. You're not going to make me use his flames, Todoroki shouted.
No, the mere idea of you becoming number 1 without using your full strength is laughable. You're doing all this to disavow someone is a sick joke.
Shut up!
Todoroki screamed, and he began running towards Deku. Izuku took a deep sigh and prepared himself. That's the reason why you'll lose, and everyone else will surpass you. 6 pass, weak point, strike! A swift palm to the torso is what Todoroki received, but it wasn't such a simple move. At the moment of impact, it had left the half-and-half boy without a breath. There was also the fact that a wave of air had escaped from Shoto's back and impacted the blue wall many meters behind him. "Stop being a fool! It's yours! The power is yours!" Deku screamed. From within Todoroki, many memories resurfaced, those that he had shared alongside his mother before the day he obtained his scar. He had long forgotten these, but now he remembered the words that she had told him. He wasn't a slave to his blood, so he could become the man he wanted to be. The flames engulfed half of the arena, so much so that Midoriya was forced to jump back and gather all 9 orbs again.
Even though you want to win, that speech, damn it, going out of your way to help your enemy. Which one of us is joking around more?
Finally, Izuku said as the heat began to make him sweat.
Midoriya, I'm gonna be a hero too!
Todoroki exclaimed with a wide grin. He had finally broken a wall that he himself had created long ago.
Shoto!
Endeavor screamed for everyone to hear. Those flames of his had gone wild.
Have you finally accepted yourself? That's it. Good. It all starts from here for you. With my blood, you will surpass me. You will fulfill my desire. Endeavor suddenly shouts encouragement? Such a doting father.
President Mike commented over the speaker. Midoriya could only stare at Todoroki's flames in front of him.
Amazing! That smile of yours is quite contagious. But here you have it. Now give it all you have.
Todoroki shouted as the flames from his left side intensified. Midoriya let it all out for the first time since he punched All For One. 7 orbs began to spin rapidly on his right arm, and sparks began to appear. The other 2 orbs formed into chains that anchored Deku to the arena just in case. 6 pass Cataclysm! Meanwhile, Todoroki raised his left arm to fire at his opponent.
Midoriya, thank you.
Both attacks collided, the concentrated flames against the force of nature. They both clashed and formed a fiery storm tornado that then exploded, sending a shockwave that almost made everyone in the stadium fly out of their seats. By the time the smoke cleared, it was revealed that Todoroki had been taken out of bounds while Izuku Midoriya still remained within the arena. And so, he was declared the winner of this round. Uraraka ran towards Deku and hugged him, making both of them float before slowly falling back down. Izuku then went over to Todoroki and helped him get up. The half-and-half boy had even lost half of his shirt due to the intense attack he had performed. They stared each other down. Respect was all they felt for the other. The matches continued, and as Bakugo took down Kirishima, it was revealed who the final 4 were: Deku, Bakugo, Ida, and Tokoyami. The next round was Deku versus Ida, but Deku made quick work of his friend by making him trip out of bounds. Meanwhile, in the next match, Bakugo quickly dispatched of Tokoyami with a relentless strike of constant explosions. Now we had only 2, Deku and Bakugo. The finals could now commence. As Deku entered the arena once more, he began to remember what Kachan had told him days ago at the school. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to thank our patrons, PD Flames, Ethan Davis, Terry Chills, Shifter Melees, Adam Zagil, XAV Beat 03, Zill, and Joshua Phelps. Secondly, I also like to thank all of our YouTube members, Toya Costa, Rob the King, Sith Lord 906, CF2364, and Knuckles, Romeo Tempest, Angel Juarez, Donald C. Stewart, Bryant Greer, and Refik135. Thirdly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has got you covered. Our We the Celestials, My Hero Academia, and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Fourthly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in today's excellent content production. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, I'd like to extend an invitation to join the team. The only caveat is that we only accept members from 16 years old to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. And if you want more content from me, check out my socials on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and more at Trina Do Heart. Well, that's it from us for today's video, so thank you all for watching and have a great day!